Hey guys, Rookie Lock here, back once again. I hope everyone's having a great day as always. And again, quite overdue for a video, but hopefully going to get back into it here. And hopefully going to start again on some higher security stuff. Which today I'm going to pick this Medeco M3, which I have picked before, but I figured I'm going to revisit it because I'm trying to work my way up to getting this guy picked, which is also an M3, but this is a 5-pin, and I seem to be able to pick it pretty reliably. But this one, not so much. I've tried to get it on camera a few times, and it's defeated me quite a bit. In fact, I've only opened it a few times. Obviously not on camera. But yeah, I'm going to start again with this one, and hopefully in the next couple of videos I'll get this 6-pin. And we can kind of compare them and see how long one extra pin makes for a difference. But it's not only the one extra pin, it's the bitting, and every lock's different. But let's try and get this guy. Oh, spoiler alert there. That's for another day, hopefully. I'd be happy if I can get that in under 20 minutes. Acid Twin 6K for those that are wondering. But yeah, I would upload a 20-minute video if it was on that lock. Alright, back to the M3. I'm going to randomize the gates here, which, yeah, if you see someone picking a Medeco, you should see them randomizing the gates there, because after you set these pins rotationally, they'll stay that way, and then you'll only need to pick them to shear. Which actually brings me to another conversation on Medeco. Some people were saying that the Medeco M3 might be the easiest Medeco to pick, and I could agree with that, because the slider gives you a really good indication on where you are in the picking. If you're picking counterclockwise, like I am here, and your slider sets, then you know all your pins are set rotationally, and then all you need to do is pick them to shear. So yeah, it gives you a really good indicator if your pins are set rotationally, which is probably more than half the battle picking Medecos. And the opposite is true if you pick it clockwise. Your pins will set to shear before you need to rotate them. And you can see here I'm just feeling for binding pins, trying to get them in a gate, and then testing the slider. And maybe I can show here that after all the pins are set rotationally, you can totally let go of tension, and the slider will be springy, and then you put tension on and you'll set the slider. Sometimes I find lifting a few pins will help you get them set rotationally as well. There we go, we just got the slider set, so if I release tension, hopefully I don't screw this up, but the slider will be springy, and then I'll put tension on, and yeah, there we go, it gave us a click. So that gives us a good indication that we're set rotationally on all the pins. and I'm pretty confident that that's the case. Might have a hard time picking to shear because there should be actually this lock I think picks a little bit different every time, but there should be a spool or a mushroom in here that can give us some trouble. It can reset everything. Oh, not this time though. Last pin to be picked was that mushroom, and I think we'll find that in chamber. Okay, this is a 5-pin. Should be chamber 3 or 4. I think 4. Could be wrong though. Sometimes I don't count chambers, I just pick them all. Oh, we'll lock this back up. This is the key, by the way. I don't think I showed that. Actually, you know what? I don't think it matters. I'll lock it back up and use the key. Oh, sorry guys. So I think my pickings came quite a way since I first picked this. Don't get me wrong, I'm still really happy to, still feels really good to pick a high security lock like this, but since I have picked it before, it's not like the super feeling when you get when you first pick something extremely difficult, which this lock definitely was, especially when I first got it. So not that one. 1, 2, okay, 5-pin. Not bad bidding, pretty good. And we've got to be extremely careful not to lose anything on this one. Lots of little pieces. So you can see 5-pin. What's the first thing I want to take out? Probably the sidebar. And I think I'm about to lose the slider. Okay. It's hard to do this gracefully once you're on camera and you're excited and you're trying to do a good job. Come on, you bugger. And I feel like that slider is about to spring out at us. So we can see everything's intact there, and the slider is right there. And we will take that out. Try not to lose that spring like I have so many times. Did the floor crawl many a time for that. There it is. So those two prongs interface with these two cutouts there on the sidebar. Sorry about the focus, guys. One. Wow. Okay, I'll put these over here. And wow, number 5 looks like it's a serration or a mushroom keepin. I don't remember that from before. Well, let's see what we got up top. Oh wow. Number 1 is a mushroom. Number 2 is a steel anti-drill. Number 3 is a mushroom. Number 4 is steel. Figure those would be up front. Switch this around. And number 5 is a mushroom. So number 5 was the last pin I picked. Alright, so nothing special in here. Not going to take out all the springs. We can see their anti-drill little crescents here. I'll take one of those out to show you guys since we're here. Okay, this one's coming out a bit easier. So one in front of the pin stack and one in front of the sidebar. As for the core, you can see the sidebar channel there and the slot for the slider, which is what makes a Medeco M3. It's the third locking element. Springs are still in here, so I'll try not to lose them. So when this is in the lock, it's basically so like this or like this. I think it's like this here, and once you put it into place, it will go in these two grooves here and let the sidebar depress. And I'm sure most of you know, but these little legs do the same thing in the pins. The pins have little gates, and that's what oh, dropped a spring there. Yeah, the pins have little gates, which we'll take a quick look at here. And that's what the sidebar falls into. So pin 1 has one gate, pin 2 has a true and a false. Same on pin 3. I'm looking around the camera for this. Same for pin 4. Hopefully you guys can see that. True and a false. And same for pin 5, which is kind of interesting because it has like a serration on it. Hopefully you guys can see those false gates. They're hard to make out on camera, but there's one right here. Right next to the true one. Same on this one as on this side, which is upside down. But yeah, that's what's in Medeco M3, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get the 6 pin next. I'm gonna start practicing on that one. I mean, I figure why not if I can get a 5 pin, but there's more to it than just one pin. Every lock's different, like I said, and the bidding on that other one is quite nasty. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the wrong one. It's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there you can see some really nasty left, left, right, right, left, center. Sorry, left, left, center, right, left, left. But yeah, hopefully I get that one next, guys. And as always, thanks for joining me. And don't give lock pickers a bad name, guys. Don't pick locks that you don't own or have permission to pick. Alright, take care. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, just a quick addendum here. Just putting this lock pack together, and I realized perhaps a reason why I can pick this lock but not the 6-pin version. Besides the fact that it has 5 pins, it also has quite the flat filed on top of the core here, which is always disappointing to see, even in, you know what I mean, even in a crappy lock. But to see that on an M3 is well, it's quite disappointing to me. But don't get me wrong, I'm still happy to have gotten into it and happy to have it. But yeah, I don't like these. Don't like it when people file these flats on top of here. I know some people do it to make a smoother operating lock, but yeah, some locks come with it from factory, but it's not a practice I agree with. Let me know what you guys think. All right, take care. See you on the next one. Thanks, guys.